Hey, what's up guys, I'm Lan here. Welcome back to a new video on my channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about battery life update on iOS 14.7. So the last video that I made on iOS 14.7, it was regarding the update on my iPhone XR. So I have been using iOS 14.7 on my iPhone XR for last 4 to 5 days. And in this video I'm going to talk about the battery life experience after updating to iOS 14.7, and also many of you were interested in the benchmarks and performance sector. So we're going to take a look at the benchmarking scores and going to talk a little bit about the performance. We are very excited that iOS 15 is very soon coming to all our iPhones. So in this video we're going to talk about specifically the battery life. I'm going to give you all the details regarding the battery life, and happy to say that iOS 14.7 is really good in terms of battery life. So without further delay, let's get right into the video. But before that, if you're new here and happen to enjoy this kind of videos on the channel, do give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so the first things first, let me go to the settings and let me go to the general and about section. So as you can see, this is running on iOS 14.7 and the build number is 18G69, and as you can see the model name is iPhone XR. So I have been running iOS 14.7 on my iPhone XR, which is also my primary device for now 4 to 5 days, and this video I'm going to talk about my battery life experience, whether has it been improved or is it same or has it been degraded from iOS 14.6. Now there are many people who are directly coming from older versions of iOS like iOS 14.4, iOS 14.5 probably, and directly jumping to iOS 14.7. I know personally there are many people who just don't update when an update comes out, although I don't recommend that because it's an official update, and definitely there are many security patches, many fixes that Apple actually patches with every software update. So no matter if you're having iPhone 11, iPhone 12, iPhone 10, XS Max, XR, definitely if it's a software update, you should update your iPhone to the latest software. Now with that being said, let's have a look at the battery life. So before we get into all the battery details and the graph details, let me quickly take you to the battery health section. So as you can clearly see, I have been using this iPhone XR for more than 2.5 years, and trust me guys, in terms of battery it has really been good. I know there are many people who has bought their iPhones recently and they always complain about the battery health of their iPhone, but trust me, it's been so good with me. I have bought iPhone XR, it's been more than 2.5 years, and as you can see, it still supports a peak performance capability, and in terms of maximum capacity, as you can see, it supports 90%. So that's the experience I'm kind of having on my iPhone. And always I do say that if you have come to the battery health section, do make sure that the optimized battery settings it's turned on. Now with that being said, let's go back and let's have a look at the battery life. So since I have updated my iPhone XR to iOS 14.7, as you can see, let me take you to the last 10 days graph section so that you understand better. So as you can see, in the last 10 days graph section, I have been getting a screen on time at average at around 9 hours. That is exceptionally good, and the screen off time of 1 hour. So as you can see, Instagram, WhatsApp, phone, and Spotify, YouTube, this has been the most of the used apps that I generally used in the last few days. And if I take a look at last 24 hours, as you can see, the screen on time has been 9 hours 4 minutes. So it has been exceptionally good guys. So I don't know about iOS 14.4, iOS 14.5. I have mentioned, I remember that in iOS 14.6 the battery life was good, but I have to say really after updating to iOS 14.7 the battery life experience has been really good. It has been improved. So there are many people who are skeptical about updating to the latest iOS, which is iOS 14.7, and people especially who are having issue with the battery life, definitely it would be my recommendation to get your iPhones updated to iOS 14.7. So as you can see from the data and from the graph, I have been getting a very good screen on time. So let's take an example now. So yesterday I have used almost my phone till 95%. For that, as you can see, I have gotten a screen on time of 11 hours 39 minutes and the screen off time of 49 minutes. Let's take an example example of day before yesterday. So I used my phone till 80 to 90%, and for that I got a screen on time of 8 hour 37 minutes and screen off time of 1 hour 38 minutes. So as you can see, in most of the days I have been using almost 100% of my phone, and for that I have been getting a screen on time of 8 to 9 hours on an average. So I definitely would conclude that the battery life, since we have updated to iOS 14.7, has drastically improved. So let me know in the comment section, how has it been for you on your iPhone? Have you updated to iOS 14.7 or not? I just wanted to give you the all the details regarding the battery life. So this is all about the battery life. Now let's have a look at the performance sector. So before I show you the GeekBench score, let's talk about general performance a little bit. So as you can see, the general performance, it's actually good. There's no changes overall. So when we were on iOS 14.4 or iOS 14.3, I remember there was some performance issues. I mean, you open any app, it used to take some time. You open calendar and you open music, or maybe let's say photos and things like that, and any other application, let's say app store or things like that, there were some issues. But with iOS 14.5 onwards, I would definitely say, I have said this hundreds of times before, let me say this again to you now, there are no performance issues as such. So as you can see, everything starting from widget section and the app library, everything works very smooth, and app library searches and all the things just works very fine. And this would be kind of the polished version of iOS 14, to be honest, because we are closely approaching towards iOS 15. So I am really excited to have iOS 15 on my iPhone XR. Let me know that in the comment section below if you're excited too. So then again, now as I said, the performance is really good and I don't have any complaints on my iPhone XR regarding the performance. Let's have a look at the GeekBench score, because I know many of you are interested in the benchmarking sectors as well. So today morning I have again ran the GeekBench score, although I have ran it few days back when I just updated my phone to iPhone and to iOS 14.7. That time the score was a little bit different, but today when I ran it, giving iPhone a little bit of time to get settled with the new iOS, as you can see, the scores are in front of you. The single core score is 1115 and the multi-core score is 1819. Now let's have a look at the comparison when the iOS 14.6 was there. As you can see, this was the scores, and more or less I would say this is kind of a similar scores that we have gotten with the benchmarking results and with GeekBench 5 score. So then again, that's it for this video. I just wanted to tell you about the the performance sector and the battery sector. As you can see, regarding the performance, regarding the memory management, it's all really good. So there are no issues with that. And talking about lastly whether you should update to iOS 14.7, I would definitely say you need to update to iOS 14.7, because there were seriously many bug fixes and security thing which iOS 14.7 has fixed for all the Apple users. There were I remember there were some issues with the Wi-Fi, where the Wi-Fi signals having percent symbols, where used to get connected and then your network disruption would happen. So this kind of issues were fixed. Apart from that, many other security fixes have been fixed with this latest iOS 14.7. So definitely it would be recommended from my side that you get your iPhone updated to iOS 14.7. So then again, that's it for this video. As I said before, the battery life and the performance were the main focus of this video, which I have covered, and let me tell you that I'm really happy with iOS 14.7. A follow-up review will be coming soon on my channel after a few days. Let me use it. So in my follow-up review, I would be including some more features if I get to discover with iOS 14.7, or overall using iOS 14.7 on my iPhone XR for a week or so. So then again, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you do enjoy this video, give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel. With that being said, I will see you on my next video. Bye.